gentlemen. I'm Bernie Sanders, Senator from Vermont. I'm running for President of the United States in the year 2020. I would like to thank Mr. Donald Trump for flying me down here to San Antonio. He wants us to discuss the issues as civilized adults, and he brought me down here to provide an alternative view of the issues. I want to thank Mr. Trump for doing that. Who knows, I might even get some new votes while I'm down here. I know this is Trump territory. Anyone wants free stuff, they can vote for me. I'm the candidate to give them free stuff. When I just met Donald Trump tonight, I just found out he's a huge Dallas Cowboys fan. He wants to make America's team good again, but he's already made America great again. Actually, you might not believe this, but me, Bernie Sanders, and the Dallas Cowboys actually have a lot in common. We both suffer great defeat in November, and then we disappear by December. Actually, you could say the same thing about Hillary Clinton. She suffered a great defeat in November, and by December, she disappeared. Actually, my campaign manager has informed me not to speak badly about Hillary Clinton. My campaign manager told me, the more I speak badly about Hillary Clinton, my chances of committing suicide go way up. I like being alive. I like being above ground, standing. My health is actually quite good right now. That brings me to my next issue, is my health. I recently had a heart attack 2 months ago. I recouped very nicely in the hospital, thank you very much. My doctor has cleared me to keep running for president in 2020. What the media won't tell you though, is I actually had a second heart attack in the hospital when they brought me the medical bill. I couldn't believe it. That's why we need free health care, free Medicare for all. The bill was outrageous. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen. So let me reiterate. I am Bernie Sanders. I'm running for president in the year 2020. I'm a champion of the little people. The top 1% of the wealthy in this country are ruining it for everybody else. That's why I offer free health care, free college tuition, and legal marijuana for anyone who wants to use it. Now I know what a lot of people are saying out there. They're saying, Bernie, you call yourself a socialist, but aren't you really, in fact, a communist? And I say no. I've been down to Venezuela. I've seen what they're doing down there. They've got a socialist plan in place. It will work eventually, but they've got bread lines down there. That means they're feeding the people. They're doing very well down there. Their economy is great. And I know what a lot of other people are saying. They're saying, Bernie, you champion the poor, but aren't you yourself a millionaire? And I tell them, yes, matter of fact, I am a millionaire. I wrote a book. It went on the New York Times bestseller list. It made me a lot of money. It made me a millionaire while I was in Congress. I did not make my millions in Congress, engaging in illegal activities like some people did. Hillary Clinton. And I know what a lot of other people are saying out there. They're saying, Bernie, if your $15 an hour minimum wage becomes law around the country, won't that make your Big Mac combo around $18? And I told them, yes, it probably will make my Big Mac combo $18. But remember, I'm a millionaire, so I can afford it. So no problem for me. My main supporters, it comes from the young people in this country. Young people in this country are great. Many of them have gone to college for 4 years, earned degrees. They can't find a job in this Trump's economy. They're sleeping on their parents' sofa in their parents' basement. They want free stuff. They need free college tuition. I'm the one that's going to offer them all this stuff. So there's one thing I ask my young supporters when they hear about how great my economic policies are. I ask them to disable the calculator functions on their phone because I do not want them to know where the money's coming from that's going to pay for all this free stuff. It'll come from somewhere. Just have faith with me, just for a second. So the young people of this country, they want change. I want change. And right now, I could use a change of my adult diapers. Assistant, get over here. Oh, never mind. I'll make it through the show. Never mind. So anyway, young people in this country, basically, they look at me as the friendly old uncle. The uncle that's going to give them free shit. Please don't vote for this next man, this Joe Biden. He's the creepy old uncle. He's the pervert. He's the hair sniffer, the breast grabber, the body fondler of young women. He should have gone to jail by now for sexual harassment of 12-year-old girls and even 8-year-old girls on the campaign trail. It's disgusting. Joe Biden, oh my word. I can picture a scenario if Joe Biden gets elected president, where he goes to Germany and meets with the Chancellor of Germany, Angela Merkel, who happens to be a woman, and he sniffs her hair, and he grabs her breast, and he fondles her body. This could cause an international scandal. This could even start World War III. Please do not vote for a candidate that can start World War III. Don't vote for Joe Biden. Also, Joe Biden, he's never heard of the Me Too movement. He thinks Me Too means, oh yeah, my buddy Obama was president, me too, I want to be president too. It doesn't work like that, Joe. It doesn't work like that. Actually, me and Trump, we disagree on many things. But I agree with Trump on this one thing. Trump said, all Joe Biden did for 8 years as vice president was kiss Barack Obama's ass. Thank you, Mr. Trump. I agree very much with that statement. And then we got this other guy, Beto O'Rourke. You don't have to worry about voting for him. He dropped out of the race completely. He's done. He thought that flapping his arms up and down and yelling a lot was a substitute for not knowing any of the issues. Well, he's done. Beto O'Rourke, he grew up in El Paso. And he thought that made him expert on the U.S.-Mexican relations. Well, if that makes him an expert on the U.S.-Mexican border, then Donald Trump is an expert on orange juice, because he's orange. And then we got the other guy from San Antonio, Julian Castro. He's barely holding on in the race. Don't vote for Julian Castro. I just talked with some people from San Antonio tonight. They said he didn't do a very good job as mayor. He is not worthy of being president. So let's break down his name real quick. Julian Castro. Julian Castro. And his brother is Joaquin Castro. So we got Julian and Joaquin Castro. That describes those two to a T. Don't vote for either one of them. Nobody else is. So it really doesn't matter at this point. So then we got another candidate. Don't vote for this one, Elizabeth Warren. She's not really an Indian. I call her Elizabeth War Indian. No, she's not going to be president either. So don't vote for Joe Biden. Don't vote for Elizabeth War Indian. So in conclusion, I think you should vote for me over Mr. Trump. And I'll give you a couple of reasons why. In Texas, there is a town called Bernie. It's a very nice town. Is there a town called Trump? No. They made a movie called Weekend at Bernie's. Was it a funny movie? It was a very funny movie. Is there a movie called Weekend at Trump's? No, there isn't. No, there's not. So in conclusion, JFK famously said 50 years ago, ask what you can do for your country. But in 2019, I am Bernie Sanders and saying, ask what you can get from your country. Ask about all the shit your country can give to you. God bless America. God bless Texas. Thank you tonight. And one more thing. A liquor company in upstate New York is working on a drink, especially for Mr. Trump. It's going to be a schnapps. It's going to be peach flavored with mint. It's going to be a peach mint flavored schnapps. Thank you very much.
How'd y'all like them? Was it good? Kind of? Oh, okay. We need more drinks over here is what we need some more drinks. Shot. No, not that kind of party, right? Sorry. Yeah. I know, I was always thinking about trash can punch and all the things we had when we were younger, right? All those things, like Zimas. Like, I saw somebody with a Zima the other day. I was like, oh my God, you know? Yeah, that's old school, right? Mad Dog 2020 and Strawberry Hill and all this crazy stuff. Right? Yeah. I'm telling my age a little bit, right? All right, so Elvis has left the building, y'all. I apologize about that. Elvis has left the building, but we got someone even better. We got POTUS for you. POTUS is here today to speak to y'all. So let's give a nice round of applause for the President of the United States, Mr. MJ Trump.
Yeah.